Alright, so it's pretty cold. It's 44 right now. It's not going to get any warmer. Goal today is to do some muscle snatches, relatively light. I put sets of five. I don't think I'm going to do sets of five. Probably just do 2 or 3 reps, but we'll see how I'm feeling as I move up. And then some no foot snatching. What I'm also theorizing is to not use straps for this session. Also no hook grip, so just do no hook for everything. And then after that, I have besides pulls of course, but um, pulls of course will use straps, but some power clean, uh, push jerk slash power jerk, and also um, push jerk slash power jerk and what you would call it, split jerk. So between those, but probably just do no hook for everything because the weights will be pretty light for it, and it'll give me some additional work and that extra technical component. I don't want to do no contact with the lifts, just because other than the muscle snatching, just because it tends to throw me off with the main lifts, and with muscle snatching, it's kind of I don't. It probably does help a little bit of technique if I do them right, but I'm not really doing it for the technique. It's kind of just a fun exercise to do and to warm up with. So we'll do that, but go up to looks like probably like 60 kilos. Nothing that's too heavy. I am pretty thrashed from yesterday. I did a very long session, did a lot of heavy lifting, did 3x8 squats at the end of all of that, and so my legs are sore. My body is not primed for big lifting today, which is why I'm lifting here at the house. Since one thing that I kind of try to figure out in the winter, now it's December. There are a lot of days where it's too cold to lift out here, and it's not like an optional thing. Like the shed door might, like last week when it was in the teens, it's not really possible to do any productive training out here because it's in the teens. So I would have to have gloves, hats, multiple layers to like even potentially do anything. Even with the heater going, there's not wind blowing in or anything like that. So then it would become a difficult thing to do. Once it's right now like in the 40s, it's not ideal, and for sessions like this, it's quite feasible and possible. So it's not difficult in that sense. But if I were to like want to do heavy weightlifting movements, then obviously it becomes difficult because like your hands are not going to have adequate blood flow because when you're cold, all the blood goes to your organs and your brain and stuff. And so it's not super ideal to do stuff where you're depending on your hook grip and stuff like that. But for a session like this, it doesn't really matter. And if my hands start to bother me, or if they get irritated or whatever, then we'll just throw the straps on. I'm not too worried about that. I had to fix a callus on my hand. Um, what's up, Joe? I had to fix a callus on my hand on this part. It's hard to really see in the video, which is fine. But one thing you have to do when you lift weights frequently is manage your calluses on your hands. So just wearing them down, using days where I use straps and stuff, and just managing and trying to get ahead of an issue. Because last thing you want is a blister or something, part of your callus to rip off or something like that, because it's just really painful. So we don't want that. It's 24 people here. It's pretty dope. I haven't even started to train yet, but um, yeah, with a day like this, it is uh, really nice just to get still productive work in. Where's my? I have some mocha over there that I'm going to be drinking while I train, which is a very little amount of caffeine, so just kind of uncaffeinated as well, which is another benefit of sessions like this. I'm not taking a normal amount of caffeine, and there's not really any hypeness to it. What's up, Isaac? And yeah, so we start warming up with the bar, hit some muscle snatches. Like I said, I put sets of five down. I don't think that's necessarily going to be feasible, so we're going to see what I want to do with that. But the goal today is more technical practice and to just be good. Well, to answer your question, Ricky, I don't know who that is, so that would be a no. Seeing how the channel name is Jim yeah, I don't know who that Justin is, uh, but we'll start warming up with the bar. Uh, I don't watch UFC, so I have no idea who that guy is. It's not a fight watcher. Bar is very cool. Oh. we'll throw 40 kilos on there and just start doing some muscle snatching. Probably the hardest part training when it's cold, besides like the obvious, is my nose will get runny and it's kind of obnoxious. Thanks. Appreciate the help, Randy. I wish Randy would come and help me put more weights on. Then I could really get large. But these are, warm-up sets, so it's almost like a warm-up exercise too, muscle snatching. It's kind of like an overhead press in the sense that you can go heavy on it basically anytime you do it and it not be a detriment. Randy, that sounds like something my dad would say. Sounds like a very dad thing to say. All right. It's good for this weight. So probably just do triples like that with 50 and 60 just to get the blood moving. Thankfully Randy's here to give me the advice on how to get stronger. Randy's here with the life advice. At least he was. Whew. But yeah, my nose gets runny when it's cold too, which is very obnoxious. But we're at 50 on it there. Do the same thing. So we're gonna load it like a lazy person because we're gonna go back to 40 when I'm doing the no foot power snatching. Probably just do 3 years as well. Oh, the heater's doing some nice work in here though. It's feeling already better. Ugh, this shirt is so long. Easy peasy. I did 93 yesterday in this movement, and that's the heaviest I've done in a, because the way I do muscle snatching, no hook for the most part, unless I'm using straps to, just make my hands not hurt or, get tore up. But doesn't really make a difference whether I use straps or not, because I don't use hook grip, like now. And no contact with them. So kind of like Lasha, just minus all the the weight and the strength. But that's style. All right, so 60 now. Pulls will be fun though, because I'm going to do them at 180 kilos, at least a couple sets. Maybe I go crazy and push up heavier, but pulls are easy. Charger, whatever your first thing you said was blocked, so I can't see it, but it's alright. Alright, brace. pretty easy. The University of Mount Union flag. Are you talking about the University of Akron I got sneaking up there? Or the Arkansas one? It was funny. I mean, I think it looks backwards because it's front-facing camera, but obviously the flag is facing the correct way. But the area is just empty up there, so I figured I'd put something. And American flag is large, so I think aesthetically it looks good, which is the main reason that I put it up there. Obviously being an American too makes sense. I should have put up a Canadian flag and then just get mad every time someone asks if I'm Canadian. No, man, I'm not from Canada. I don't even know if that's an accent. Alright, so do some no hook, no feet power snatching. Back to 40 kilos. We'll probably do the same jumps, go 40, 50, 60, and then to 70. And just some doubles. We'll see though. The goal of this movement is to work on the bar path. Obviously, the no hook and the no feet makes it lighter, but with the technical aspect, forces me to keep the bar close and forces me with the power snatch component of it to move fast under the bar. And because I can't move my feet, I can't kind of cheat and spread my feet out wider like doing an Iranian power. So I have to actually do a true one. But the no hook will be interesting. I haven't done it with the no hook for a little while. But with the weights being light, it won't really make a difference. Bag fell from up there. Sunflower seeds. Great snack for the summer. Every summer, I think it's because I grew up playing baseball, it will be alright, window. But every time it's warm out, like in the spring, for like the first, a couple weeks, and it hits 80 degrees or something, I always want sunflower seeds. And every year, since really I've played baseball for my whole life, I've always had that desire, I just need just regular sunflower seeds. No frills, no special flavors, just sunflower seeds. So we're gonna go to 50 for the same reason that we took the smaller jumps. Well, the most snatch, I always take that kind of jumps. We'll take smaller jumps with this, just so I can get some extra reps in. So 50 it is. We're actually gonna throw the yellow on. Alrighty. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by and watch me do some light training. Makes these sessions a little easier because normally I'm not really motivated to do a light, easy session like this. Mess with my callus on my hand. Do need to remember to drink some of my mocha. cappuccino, whatever it's called. It's just mix, basically hot chocolate, some hot jockey because it's cold, but still warm in this thing. That's probably another secret key of training when it's cold. Just don't drink water. Drink hot water or something that's hot, like tea. Or hot chalky. Hot cocoa. What real men drink when they train. Ugh. So this will be 60. So in this 60th and 70th, maybe 80. We'll see. I originally wrote down 80, but I'm not really emotionally attached to any particular weight. Especially now that I've added the notebook. I wasn't originally planning on doing it like that. I don't feel very fast, but I never really do on any day. But I feel like I'm getting it back behind my head decently, and I'm catching it in a good position. So I'm happy with how they're feeling. Not happy of a callus right there that I actually worked at yesterday. Shaved it down, but apparently not enough. Because both hands get calloused up, but there's different parts on both hands that will have different amounts of I think deadlifts are easier for taller people, but a lot of it depends on your leverages. So you could be taller and have bad leverages for it, or you could be short and have really good leverages for it. Myself, I'm 5'11", and I have good leverages for deadlifts, but well, Reeve, I bought a mortgage for this house, so at least for the land that I'm on right now, I paid for it. But freaking Luigi, that guy, it's an interesting thing because I think he might be insane, but I don't follow I haven't followed that case enough, but. What I have looked up or what I've listened to people I trust talk about, he seems kind of bonkers, but maybe he's not. Maybe he has some big current plan, but it sounded like he was pretty well off himself, and it seemed like a pretty weird thing for him to randomly do. But also, context is everything, so maybe he had some reason or plan or whatever. But no, I don't think you should murder people and do that. In the greater good. You're just saying random stuff. Do you even know what that means? What are you talking about? I bought a house that has a mortgage on it. So I didn't steal anyone's land, bro. I've been here not that long. But you must be European. It's a very European thing to say. Johanna, he's insane. That's why, or whatever his username is. Oh, I just did 60, didn't I? Yeah. So I'm gonna go up to 70 now. But I think the person that lived here before me was an older lady, and I met her once when I was signing the paperwork for my house. And what is whatchamacallit? Come in emoji? I don't know. But when I met her, she seemed really nice, and she was older. So my assumption, especially with some of the like old mail that was presumably once hers that was left over, especially like the random mailers, tells me that she may have had a husband or something that passed away, and so she went to go live somewhere else, maybe with family or probably not. She didn't seem like old enough to like be in a home, but she would do a foster home with dogs. So it was like a really interesting person. Even though we didn't really chat too much, just meeting to sign the paperwork. But she seemed real nice, and thankfully, I got lucky in 2017 and bought the house that I'm at now. So bought it before all the housing went up. But I don't know what you're saying, Johanna. To be honest, a weird person above you, Johanna, saying weird stuff. But we're just sitting now. We're good, play. I might just stop here. Let's see how it feels though. We'll do 80. Wasn't possible. Oh no, some of my Walmart items weren't available. Oh, Walmart Plus giveth, and Walmart Plus taketh away. So we'll do 80 for one or two, but same kind of goal, just to keep it close and get it behind in a locked, strong position. We'll probably just stay at 70 for the clean jerk work that I'm doing. This one should feel fine. It's something I've done before. I'm just trying to, work on the technique of it. So one or two. That's a tough lift. Alright, we'll focus up, make it on this one. I just went forward. It went around my knees too much. That's actually crazy difficult. So that gives me a good, actually gives me a really good exercise to do, because failing at 80 like that means that next time, I can work to 80. And I definitely think that, focusing up, trying a little harder might have worked, but definitely just need to get it back a little bit more. So we're going to do it again for a single, and then move on to some power jerk plus jerk. Maybe we just lock in and do it for a double here. I kind of want to do it because I feel like I can. Either way, it's a big weakness right there for me, so keep working on his movement in general. Alright, well, we got some homework to do for that. It's weird. Like, I feel excited that felt bad. First row I felt really good though. Second row was really difficult and was out in front. But it gives me a really good exercise to use now for these lighter sessions that is still difficult from a technical standpoint. But, 80 kilos is not heavy. So, certainly is motivating with that. Now you see my short hair. Alright. So we're just going to start at 70 with the power clean, power jerk, and jerk. And then just go right to 100. You might just do 2 reps. Do them at 70 and then 100. But we'll have to see what the vibe is. But this just gets some extra work with the jerk with a lighter weight. It's really interesting though. I don't know if I said it, but no hook for these two. We'll do no feet too, why not? Definitely sore from yesterday. Yikes. Alright, 100 I'm just going to get up any way that I can. That was interesting. Certainly not like a heavy weight, but happy with the power jerk. Really try to just get it behind my head and see how the split jerk looked. Yeah. So just gotta do that same thing with 100. I'll be good on that exercise. Probably do like a push jerk and just not move my feet. It's really interesting though. I found 2 good exercises to do. So both are good on days like this where the weight's obviously lighter, and it'll just be good for technical practice in a way that's not going to, like, I'm going to be able to train normal tomorrow, but I'm going to have technical work that is going to benefit me tomorrow as well without much of the fatigue. So I'm interested. Interesting. Very interesting session. Especially like, how fatigued I feel, recovery wise. So this is 100 now. I should be able to no hook power it, but we're not going to try to no foot it. That's going to be too much. And we're more focused on the jerk anyway. Alright. Really surprised and actually felt good. Whew. Haven't done a push jerk or a power jerk in a while. I think I need to start doing them more. Working that leg drive and also the mobility. But clean was surprisingly not super easy, but I don't really do no hook power cleans very often. So see the power jerk or the push jerk. Not bad. Feel like I could get it back even more, but I think it's just nature of the beast. It's probably not going to happen. And the split jerk looked good. Do that one more time. Yeah. And holding it. So definitely good challenging exercise on a day like this. Now to do some pulls to kind of conclude an easy session like this, but I got a lot of fun stuff to work on in another couple days in a session like this. But now we cheat and we use the straps. We strap up. We hit the straps. Strappa. No. We're back. Alright. I had to make sure there wasn't any substitutions I had to respond to in my order. But honestly, with the way I have it loaded now, we're going to go this 100 to 140 and then right to 180. I put 130, but I'm lazy. We're going to go big jumps as we always do in the pulls. In the pulley boys. In the pulley boys. Alright. So, 100 for 3 repeticiones. And we're doing them all like that too. Just bald eagles and freedom. And mostly just get them done faster. We have 5 people still here. I appreciate it. Helps me through these lighter sessions. I almost find them more difficult than the heavier ones, in some sense, because it's not as fun. But they are important. It's kind of weird. I haven't done them like that in a while. No. I'm a teacher. I teach the kids. Yeah, it was last set. Yeah, I don't speak Russian either. Привет. Hello to Greece. Hey, appreciate it, Dana. Yeah, no, I'm just a early childhood teacher. Brother, I think he's technically a vet. I don't know if he's still active. He's not deployed right now, but I don't know when you officially become a vet. I don't know if he's entirely out, but I think he was just in the Army. He switched a bunch of different, like he was National Guard and then a bunch of different things, but I think he ended up Army when he was deployed a couple times. Alright. We're going to do this like a cluster too. So, do the triple and then stare at the bar until I'm ready to do the next one. I'm probably gonna do them normal reps though, not the hanging ones like I did with the warm-up sets. One set. Two. Uno más. All right. One way to make pulls more difficult, just don't rest. Whew. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you, I don't know how to say your name. I don't know how to read those letters. Good cardio, do it like that as well. But I'm ready to go eat some food. Had a Cliff Bar and a bunch of rice before I came out here. Nothing's worse than lifting on an empty stomach. You don't need to be. But most likely we'll be going to the gym tomorrow, so I'm gonna get all my stuff put away and ready. And ready. And the wraps are clutch today. When it's a little bit chilly out. Get the knees nice and warm and keep them warm, which is the biggest thing. It's not super difficult to get warmed up, but it's in like 30s. It's hard to stay warm. It's only in the 40s now, so it really could be worse. What is it now? Doesn't show me. It was 44 when I came out here, so I'm sure no warmer than that. It'll blow my nose too. Alright. That's all she wrote. So, appreciate you guys stopping by and leaving stuff in the chat. I'll talk to you all in the next one. If you want, you can check out the other videos on the channel. But take care, guys. Have a good night.